Well, good bless. Is it still morning? I think it's still morning, YouTubers. I don't even watch the clock like that. I hope and pray all is well. I am getting ready to head out. This is the phone that I can use to pause and do something else. I'm not doing any housework today. I will be doing what they call NEAT, N-E-A-T. I be getting my physical exercise from doing what they call NEAT exercise, in and out, parking further, walking, and I do housework when I get back. And then prepare my green beans, stir fried with some garlic and some season. I look down because this phone be moving, and yep, doing that. And I have more of the stew meat left. I have to see this. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, I have to get it in the freezer. I have to get it in the freezer today. And because I fixed a bowl with the peppers and the potatoes and onions. And I thought it would have been 4 servings, but it was 3. So I ate that up. And I'm talking about food, but trust me, I'm getting ready to get rid of some food. And I'm going to show you, because going to Sam's Club, buying those big bulks of stuff, I can't eat all of that food. And I'm not giving those that I know to give to. They have. And I no longer give to those that already have. It don't make any sense to me to give to those that already have. The way I feel need to be given to me, But anyways, so I'm getting ready to head out and I'll be back. Hold on. Okay. I am back. Okay, I am back. Okay, let me see if I can get this phone darker some while I'm on it. Yeah, I can see better now. Okay, now this, I bought this Morning Kick by Chuck Norris. Recommended that. I seen a commercial. Then I bought the maca powder. This here, some kind of stuff supposed to be good for you, mushroom blend. I purchased that. I had purchased Ryan coffee and I used that up and I like it. And I may get some more of that instead of regular coffee. I don't know. But anyway, this right here I've had in my pantry. I put something in my pantry that had an ant on it. And so I started seeing a few ants in there. So I have to throw it. I'm throwing this away because I'm sure I've had this over a year. It's not expired, but I'm not going to give it away. I would not give somebody something that I would not eat myself. And I'm not buying any more things like this. And when I think about all the money that I spend on all the vitamins, the different type vitamins and stuff, and I'm going to start eating my vitamins, going to be in food. So I went through my fridge and that's just too many apples for me. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So I'm going to see what 2 will do. Now, my home is not clean. I got dishes and stuff in the sink. I got a dishwasher. So if you should see something that, because see, I've seen with people, they watch people post and they talk about people that got something up their nose or the eyebrows is crooked or just point out stuff like that. Why you don't point out to people how they can live a better life? I'm still messed up. So I need to listen to people that's going to help me to be better. I want to be better, and I definitely don't want people to make me bitter. People talk about the world. It's not the world. It's people. People is who make the world. So, I am well aware of another platform that I was on, and it was 2 fat women, and I was in the flesh that day. And sort of, I'm gonna have to try to talk along, between the lines because there's certain topics and words and stuff and languages and stuff that I don't use because I've never been a vulgar person, when it comes to certain things to say. But I said that day, I just looked, and before I knew it, I say, well, how do the two kiddies get together? And this gay guy saw it, and he found me, and he talked about, he pointed out, how my eyebrows was uneven. And so people, they just point out, but see, nevertheless, I should not have said that. So, I'm sure some up here on YouTube, they saw that and went away because my views is down. And then my views are down because I don't, a few weeks ago, I wasn't getting up here like I used to and talking about the Lord. It's because, I'm not getting weary in well doing, but I was getting weary in talking about the Lord, and don't nobody want to hear. People don't want to hear about the Lord. They want to hear drama, trauma. They want to hear what this person done or did or doing and all tragedy. They get gratification off of tragedy. I get no gratification from that. So anyways, I'm going to start eating my vitamins and stuff. And this is spinach, apple. I ate an apple yesterday. So there's going to be 2 apples a day. And like I say, we say an apple a day keep the doctor away. I'm going to see what 2 will do, Okay, so getting back to the Sam's Club. It's too much. Too much cucumbers. And I've really been messing up. I didn't mention that I purchased 4 fat pig feet. And I boiled those things last night for about an hour and a half, and I discarded it. And then I just covered and I let them simmer. And once they got almost done, once they got done, I added bell peppers and onions and my season. And when I tell you, oh my God, and I had some rice to go along with that stew meat. And so in Florida, they take the juice from that, and it wasn't greasy, and the season was just, the best I ever made. And you put a little hot sauce on it. Oh my God, it was so delicious. So I've been messing up, and one day before yesterday, I saw where I had gained 2 pounds. And I had some sliced beef bologna in the fridge, and some sliced ham. And I haven't eaten. I ate 1 piece of the beef, 2 pieces of the beef bologna. And I tried a different type cheese, Kobe. I think it was Kobe. Anyways, I don't care for that cheese. I like mozzarella and cheddar. So I just took it all and put it together, separated it. And I got an ice pack here in this bag. And I took some of those apples, I got cucumbers, I took a little salt and pepper. I had a hamburger bun left, and I got some rolls in there, and I got a little salt and pepper, and there's something else there in that bag. But I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to just go on and trash it. And this is where my vitamins are going to come from and my nutrients. That's spinach, apple, turmeric, black pepper, cinnamon, lemon juice. And I think that's it. So in my pantry, I had things in there that I know I'm not going to eat. So I'm going to take this to the food pantry, and I'm going to give this to the people out there that be on the outside at the shelter. And I'm not tooting my horn. Hopefully I'm sowing a seed. If you got too much, give. And I'm not doing this, was it last week, when they took that food, and the Lord blessed me with $800, and I found that ring, that I still have, that I can make money off of it. But I'm not giving to receive. I'm giving from my heart because it's too much. And those people, I'm not saying those people as in those people, but some people out there, they just look, everyone that's homeless was not homeless by choice. You have some, they were like, for instance, when I had that antique shop in Florida. Oh my goodness, that man was, and he was interested in me. Oh, he was tall, he was good looking, and he was well educated. And my husband was at our home, and I'm there in Florida. We lived apart for a little while, for a few years there. And but every month, he came to me mostly, and maybe once or twice I came home, but it wasn't for long. Although towards the end, I had to put him in a nursing home after he got sick. But anyway, so this man came in, and he was actually staying at a shelter. And I let, it was two Sister Glorias. Both of them helped the homeless. One of them had a home for the homeless. And Sister Gloria, she would let from, whoever couldn't, the other Sister Gloria had too many that she couldn't take in. Then the other, her cousin would let them come there. And then she always fed. She was poor. But I tell you what, now she was poor. She didn't, her income was very low. But when I tell you, I went to her home going, all her kids had to do was follow directions. She was poor, but she had enough sense to take care of business. You know what I mean? Oh, God, hallelujah. Oh, my goodness. I don't got off a point. Oh, okay. Thank you, Holy Ghost. I was just getting ready to go there. Oh, Lord have mercy. And it's hot in here, too. It was cool last night. I even had to cut my ceiling fan off. It was cool. And I slept another 9 hours. Good God Almighty. I must have really wore myself out last week. So after church Sunday, I think I had like one thing. I had bought the big ballers, the liters of water. And I had enough for like 1 cup. So when I left church, I went and I seen where Food Line had the Deer Park buy 2 get, you get 2 for $4. And it was 23-ounce ballers, 6-pack. So I went there and I got those. And I didn't go back and get any more yesterday. I wore myself out yesterday, after my visitor left, and I came home and cooked that food and stuff and did some housework, and I just wear myself out. I'm not a couch potato. And I want to get my health better. Get it better. So, hopefully, I got a few more years to go. Okay, so back to when I went to get the water. It was this well-dressed young guy. And I had a couple of messages come through. So when I stopped, I checked my messages. And I cut my car, so I just had my door open. And I heard him saying, will you give me $4? Do you have $4? And it was about, I heard him say that maybe about 3 or 4 times. So when I got out the car, when he got closer to me, and he say, can you give me $4? And before I knew it, yep, I had, I don't know if I had any dollars, but I knew I had some currency, But I say, I have plastic. And I didn't lie. See, you got to choose who you give to. The well-dressed guy. And even yesterday at Super Walmart, it was a guy standing there where the bug is at. And he said, I'm hungry. Can you give me some money to get something to eat? And I told him the same thing. Because, let me tell you something. It's nothing but a game. There's a guy, he be from corner to corner. But now this guy that I'm speaking of right now is demonic. He is full of, oh my God, he's scary to look at. You can pick up them demons in him. Y'all, we had to be careful. You got to know who to give to and who not to give to. Okay, give me a minute. I'm going to show you something else. Okay, I am back. My guest yesterday asked me, first of all, she said, she looked in this room here. She said, I feel like I need to take my shoes off. I say, I don't know why, because the carpet really need cleaning, especially in my bedroom. It's been like, about 3 months now since I had it clean. And I got a carpet cleaner. I paid almost $200 for that carpet cleaner. I had one, but I just don't. I'm gonna sit down. At first, I want to show this bed here. I don't think I showed this. I was saying I was gonna show it, but I couldn't find the right slacks, and just going to different thrift stores, and so I finally went into a furniture store and asked this man, did he have any slacks? And he said, no, ma'am. He said, but ma'am, all you have to do is go to Lowe's or Office Depot, and they'll cut you some slacks for whatever length that you need. And I say, now I'm a thrift store, I mean, you can save a lot of money from going to the thrift store, And so I don't know why that didn't occur to me. So all I had to do was just go and get two slacks, two long pieces of lumber, $3.48. That was all what I had to do. I did go back and get another one though, because I needed more, because I wanted to make sure the bed was secure. Because I'm going to take me a little vacation in here. That's what I'm going to call taking my vacation. Come in here, and I got my TV up there, and I got my mirror. I told my friend yesterday that I paid $8 for that mirror, but I actually paid $10. Now, this Queen Anne, they had on it at Goodwill plant stand. But I looked it up, and I seen one for $350, and they called it a nightstand. I paid $8. $8 I paid, and it's nice. All I did was bought some what I had Murphy's oil soap. So I washed it up. I washed the bed up. And then I went to Walmart and bought some furniture polish, and I polished it up really, really good. And this, I mean, I don't, it's not like somebody live here. They're going to be sleeping in here. I just didn't want the room to stay empty. And I know for a fact it's been I know it's been 4 times since I fixed this room up with different things. And the only thing I kept is the box spring and mattress. I had twin beds in here, and I threw that away because one of my grands had guinea pig, and I just threw everything away. That guinea pig was in here, and I tell you, Lord have mercy, she would have spent the night with a friend, a couple of nights, and the water thing had fell over. Now, every time I would come in here, the whole while she would hear, that guinea pig wouldn't have nothing to do with me. But I would walk up to it, and it'll go and run back in this little thing, But when she left and I came in here, and that thing don't turn over, and I set it up, and here she come, and I start feeding her, him, whatever it was, and every time I would come in here, that guinea pig would come out, and that was just, I said, let me tell you something. Animals, if you want to know if a person is good or bad, let an animal get around them, especially a cat. A cat will know. An animal will know. Now, I'm not talking about no bear or nothing like that. And see, people, there's people that they pick up on your spirit, and that's why we do have to be careful. And I do be careful. I make sure it don't be no one-on-one. I would love to have someone that's spiritual, I mean, really, really, really spiritual and prayerful, prayed up, know the Lord. A lot of people, they say they know the Lord, like churchgoers, but do you really know him? Do you really, really know him? If you know the Lord, you're not going to be using his name in vain. You're not going to be on, it's really what we do off of social media. How is your lifestyle when nobody looking and nobody listening? How is it then? See, that's really what God looks at. People look at what they see and what they hear, But see, you got to pick up on people's spirit. Okay, I found these right here. Now, I didn't steal these, but when I went, I seen some bras. Brand new bras. The young lady told me, say they this company always donating bras. So I seen 3 bras, spanking brand new, and I purchased them for somebody else. And I got home and I washed them things up. And I said, I said, that thing look like I might can, Lord have mercy, all 3 of them I can wear. So I already had enough, but I'm going to keep those bras and I'll just look for them some more, and maybe they don't need any. But look at it. I like this. $4.99, and I almost not bought them, but they're going to go nice on this wall right here. I'm going to have 2 right there, and I'm going to find something to go behind that bed. And I'm going to get, a dresser right there with no mirror, because I already have that mirror right there. And I want to find like a bookshelf type something, to go right here, because it is a bit bare. It's bare over there. And if you're gonna do something, just go on and finish doing it, And I have the recliner. I found 3 of these right here, spanking brand new, for what was these things? I think they was $8, $10, and they had $100 and some price tag on them. My daughter told me she had a desk, and that desk was, I think she said $600 or $800 some dollars. I said, but it's too big, and so I hate I didn't get it, because I could have got it and sold it, But I say no, I hate to take something that I don't need, maybe somebody else can use it. And so anyways, I'm just showing this right here because some people say they don't go to the thrift store. Well, no, this is not modern. It's not modern. It's not fancy. I'm 74 years old, and I like vintage things. This is solid wood. That is solid wood. And it's going to be here when I'm gone, It's going to be here when I'm gone. And so is that Queen Anne table right there, and I paid $5 for the lamp. And so I think that's all she wrote. Let me get out of here, because I keep right on going. I'm just talking, y'all. That's all what I'm doing. I'm just talking. I enjoy doing this. I love talking about the Lord, but I really like doing that one-on-one, when I'm out and about. And let me get on out here and get my steps in, because if you don't exercise at a gym, and they say walking is really the best exercise. And when I'm out and about, I put a lot of steps in, y'all. I'm in and out, in and out. And when I'm hunting, I'm not really hunting for anything to sell. Where the shelter is, there is 2 thrift stores. Actually, well, you have 2 on that end and 1 down on the other end. And Habitat for Humanity, I went there to get some slacks, because I was sure they had some, and they out of business. Man, that thing broke my heart, because I used to buy furniture in there and make some good money. I went in there and I even found some jewelry in there, even to some hats. So I hate they went out of business. So anywho, God bless you. Remember, wise men, ladies, boys, and girls still love Jesus. Still seek Jesus. Look at I'm getting tired already from too much talking. He loves you, and so do I. All right. Be what you are. Be free. I was thinking too about the first church that I joined, and they had testimony and stuff. And I used to hang with older girls, when I was younger. And I think about if I hadn't hung around those, if I had stood around the one that's an attorney, the one that's a model, the one that's a teacher, the one that's known at one, it's a she might even be a billionaire by now, Mona Lisa White, I can call names, my goodness, and I mean, their parents was professionals, sheriffs and teachers and principals, and, and some, had a little, had some coins to rub together. We was poor and everything, ate good, what clothes I wore to school and church was good. Otherwise it won't, but we was friends and stuff. But nope, I had to hang around with somebody in my same class now, But like 2, 3 years older, that should have told me something right there. I used to win spelling bees. You know, just as smart and got around with the wrong crowd. You know. Oh, I don't know how I went there, but let me get off of here. God bless you.